Hey everybody, welcome to ACME Trading's 2023 Virtual Toy Fair. Better late than never, right? Let's get started. Our first video here is going to be on updates on some current tooling projects, things that we've already announced over the past year, and you guys have some questions sometimes about how things are going and when things are finally going to arrive. It's been a bit of a grind with the factories over the last year for new tooling, but we're getting close on a lot of stuff. We're going to go by brands here. We're going to go Mopar, Ford Shelby, and then some GM stuff. Over here, we have a bunch of exciting stuff on the Mopar line, specifically the 70 to 71 Challengers and Cudas from the Highway 61 molds. We have tooled up a blown Hemi engine to use in the 70 to 71 Challengers and Cudas to make some drag outlaws, custom drag cars, and that's going to be really fun once that gets done, which should be any day now. Over here we have a new flat hood for the Challenger with a cutout because we are tooling up all the parts to make a blown 340 engine for the Challenger molds. And then over here we have a brand new drag hood for the Challenger as well, and it's kind of similar to, I guess you want maybe the Sox and Martin team back in the day, but it does have some different angles on that cutout and that new cowl on the top. In addition to this, we have a new wheelie bar setup for the Mopars. Not used as much as the regular wheelie bars maybe, but it was used on a lot of cars back in this time frame. Finally, we have an update on the 70 to 71 Hemi Cuda convertibles. Now, yep, they were only made in 71 in real life, but you know, we'll do some made up, some Street Fighter stuff or some custom stuff. But the tooling's done. So we should be able to see a first deco sample, hopefully in the next, I'm going to say 45, 60 days. And it's going to be that lemon twist with black interior, and comes with removable top, and the boot is removable. Convertible boot is removable as well. Going to be a really nice piece. And then in the middle here, these are were the last updated tooling samples of the 68 GT500 KR convertibles. The tooling's all done. We've seen a deco sample, just pictures of one from the factory. These are actually in production. The blue one with black interior. So I hope that the production run on these could be done by the end of maybe middle April, and get these here in May. So this is a great project. We have 3 or 4 of these lined up for 2023. Some rare one-of-one versions, maybe a custom cruise version with some Street Fighter wheels on it. But yeah, really excited about these being completed finally. All right, General Motors corner. Start right here with the 55 Nomad. This one, it has the 3D. This one's just taken us a lot longer than we wanted to. Just other projects just kept getting in the way. But the 3D's done. They're in tooling. So I would estimate the first release on this being here late Q3, early Q4 for the production. But we'll have more updates to come on that. On the Blazer side of things, we have tooled up a bunch of off-road parts, period correct off-road parts that would have been used on these, maybe dealer options back in the day, in the 70s and in 69. We have 2 different roll bar styles, one with KC lights, one without. Push bumper, we're going to have some side steps that we can add to it. Those aren't on here yet. Then on the back, we're going to have a hitch that'll fit the GMP trailer. This is going to be a spare tire carrier, and then a CB whip antenna for the back here as well. And here, the lowered two-wheel drive version. This thing, we just got it last week. It is coming along really, really nicely. This was a bigger project than we anticipated going in. It was from a chassis modification standpoint, but this is going to provide us with a killer range of new two-wheel drive Blazers, and it will come with a top as well. Back to the four-wheel drive Blazer. This is a new 33-inch tire, and that period correct 15-inch mag spoke wheel that was used a lot back then. Over here we have a brand new cowl hood for the Firebird tooling. This is just going to add to the drag car options that we can make with these killer Firebirds. The last two that we did was this burnt orange one and the dark maroon one, and they turned out fabulous. Here in the middle, as far for new engines, this is going to be an GM LSX 454. We're going to have the option of putting a late model supercharger on the top of this thing with a different intake. So just a whole line of GM LSX style engines that we can have some fun with in all the muscle cars, from the Exact Detail ACME molds to the Highway 61 ACME projects as well. All right, that about wraps it up for current tooling updates. We'll be back with the next video in a few minutes.